The hero is someone who really makes a difference in whatever small or big way to an individual's life.
There is this perception that a hero has to wear a cape.
A hero is brave enough to stand up when they see injustice and say that they see injustice.
A hero is someone we look up to. We want to emulate. We want to be like that person when I grow up.
In my opinion, a hero is someone that you can definitely look up to.
A hero is someone who puts someone else before themselves.
And I have realized over this year that a hero is someone sitting in the taxi, someone sitting in the maxi.
I think a hero is a winner. Just somebody who does something without looking back for anything. Just give back. Just give of yourself.
A hero is someone who really encourages or motivates someone by their actions or by the things they say.
A hero is anyone at all who believes in better, who dreams for better, but most importantly, who's willing to give of themselves, go out there and say, I am going to build something better and make a difference because I believe in this.
A hero is the person who says, it's not all about me anymore. My world is changing, and it's changing in a way that I don't always all appreciate. I don't appreciate everything that is happening. And I need to stop. I need to say, listen, it is no longer someone else's issue to deal with. It is also my issue to deal with. And I will take the time to make a difference. And that is a hero.
If there is one thing I would think has truly had the biggest impact on the littles and the bigs, it's that this program has opened up our worlds, the littles and the bigs, to way more than we have ever imagined.
The Heroes Foundation, we actually were founded in 2002. And really it was just about being an organization that promoted the concept of heroism, whatever way that looked like. And we chose for that to mean volunteerism and service to the community. So all of the programs that the Heroes Foundation came up with were around encouraging young people to understand various concepts of heroism in terms of self-sacrifice and service to others. The Big Brothers Big Sisters program came out of that. We are a part of the international network of Big Brothers Big Sisters. We have affiliate status, so we are part of this network of over 13 countries that deliver this renowned name brand mentoring opportunity. The way that it works is that volunteers spend one-on-one time mentoring a child who themselves have volunteered to be part of the program. So the Big Brothers Big Sisters program started working in children's homes initially, and then we realized that a lot of people, potential volunteers, were coming to us and saying, well, we'd like to do this program, but we don't feel we have the time with work and family life and personal life. So we came up with the corporate workplace model.
So the purpose of the corporate workplace program is to guide students, with their chosen career path and to help them bridge the gap between school and reaching that career.
Which is what we're doing now with Trinity. They were amazing in volunteering to work with us on piloting this model in Trinidad.
And we really looked around to find the right organization to partner with. We then found United Way, and under that umbrella we brought in Heroes Foundation and Alta. And we recognized this organization had the structure and the ability to partner with us and deliver on what we thought was important.
How do you say no to somebody who comes to you and says, let's change the country, one child at a time? And when Lawrence and his team came to us and they said, the foundation, Heroes Foundation, wants to do this Big Brother Big Sister program with Trinity, I think we all lit up and we all smiled and we all wanted to be a part of it and we all gung ho about it.
It lined up so much and so well with what we believed here that we were now given an opportunity to have a direct impact on the lives of people who are going to be leading when we are gone.
And how it works is it's bringing the program, bringing the children who want this mentor into the workplace during working hours, so that volunteers who would like to do it but couldn't see it their way around doing it otherwise get the opportunity, because the children are coming to them in work.
When I started my career, I had several mentors, and I didn't really know what mentoring was, but I was lucky enough to be at the end of that old school era of proper mentoring. It was part of the system, but I saw the impact that had in my career, personally and professionally. And throughout my whole life, I've had a mentor, right? And not necessarily one mentor for everything, different types of mentors. And that has worked for me quite positively. When you look at Trinity's core values, our core values is behavior, how we behave, rigor. Whatever we do it with sufficient rigor to make sure it's of a high quality and with a sense of purpose. So everyone understands that why we're here and what we're doing. And that fits perfectly in line with the Big Brother, Big Sister program. Because to instill the values, again, you have to mentor these values with younger folks. And Trinity focuses a lot on the younger generation. So essentially, we got to be a catalyst for that change of that young generation.
The Big Brother, Big Sister program is a mentoring program that helps us deal with issues, social issues and personal issues. It pairs us up with our big, and they help us where we need guidance.
Power of this program comes from how everyone learns together and grows together, sharing information, sharing ideas, sharing beliefs and values and concepts, and building a strong foundation for growth, not just with the littles, with the bigs, and with everyone who interacts with the program.
One of the things that we do very early is we interview each volunteer individually. So it's very important that we get the matching process done right, so that they can really grow and feel comfortable in that match.
What these professionals do, they are amazing experts in dealing with children and in mentorship. I think that is the strong point, the selling point, that for us with the Heroes Foundation, they are the mentorship experts in Trinidad and Tobago.
And so we got involved in the Big Brother, Big Sister program. The requirement was for us to once every other week to spend about a 2-hour period with these students. And it turned out to be fantastic. It was actually excellent. We all had a marvelous time.
I think this is a good program, right, where you could formalize it. And through the formal structure, you could then create informal structures as folks go along. And you set that seed of the importance of mentoring.
So they have all jumped in wholeheartedly. And the kinds of relationships that we have seen develop between the mentors and the mentees, between among the mentors themselves, and the kind of feedback that we've been getting from Trinity as an organization about how they feel about the program has really validated for us as the Heroes Foundation, as Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Trinidad and Tobago. It's validated for us that what we do not only is needed, but is wanted.
Probably the biggest area of improvement has been self-confidence.
The program has taught me to not be shy and to take chances, because when you take chances, when you put yourself out in the world, you get something, you become someone.
The most impactful thing about this program to me is listening to the pigs, listening to their wisdom and their knowledge, and practicing that when I leave the building.
It really teaches you to be a team player, never to be by yourself, but to always work hard and things.
So mentorship program is also a place where you could communicate and meet new people.
I've learned how to be more creative, because normally I'll just keep my creativity to myself and not really talk about it. But coming here made me realize that I have to give it out. People might understand me more and stuff like that.
I had a very bad temper, and this program has helped me and showed me ways I can overcome that temper anytime anyone tries to interfere or bother me, instead of retaliating, I can walk away and be the bigger person, and I'll feel better about myself.
It helps me become a leader, and it gave me social skills. Like I wouldn't have been able to stand in front of a crowd and talk, and now I am.
We came in here not knowing anyone, and I'm proud to say that we're leaving with cherishable memories and as a family that we've become. Thank you.
It's through my interaction, and actually I've been there. You could get over this. These are the steps that I need to take. Education is important. Through that interaction, I've actually seen start to blossom.
We give them the opportunity to come to us and come into our space as well, and let them see our vulnerabilities, let them see our challenges as well. And I think this program gave me that opportunity to do that with this young man as an adult, and cause him to realize that there are adults who understand.
Being around Orison for such a period of time, a little bit of him starting to rub off for me, in the sense that I'm making silly jokes around my family and friends, but other than that, he gives me real good advice. We help them out and they help us out. We give them advice, they give us advice back.
My big Miranda is awesome.
My big darling, well, you can say something like me. We both love to talk. We don't like to be quiet for too long. We can't see people vex for too long. There's always a smile upon their face. He's a great person to be with and to be around.
I've learned from this program to have self-respect for myself, respect to my parents and just people around me.
I think I start to be more open to people and talking real plenty.
Every time I come to this program, there's always my schoolwork he asks me about. Because other than me in sports, you can't be a good sportsman without knowing your books. So he teaches me to stay in school, to push myself more in the athletics also. So while I play now, he also wants me to work hard.
These littles come and work with us here and grow with us here. And they have gone back to their schools. And the feedback that we've been hearing from the parents and from the schools, when you listen to the good that these littles are doing, the groups that they're now getting involved with, how they're treating their brothers and sisters and their families at homes, you can't doubt that these are heroes and these are going to be the leaders of our country. These are the ones who are going to take us forward, because now they are brave enough to stand up for what they believe is right, and that is very important.
It's a long-term commitment, but there's a reason for that. Relationships take time to develop. The bond is going to take time to develop.
To have an impact on a child, there is no time boundary for that.
In order to impact my little's life, I believe that trust and mutual respect are both the major qualities that you need to have and the things that you need to foster. And this cannot be done in one week.
It makes us extremely happy to see the impact that it's having on the students. Sometimes we get calls from parents who are overjoyed about their child's progress.
It's a very fulfilling feeling to see her opening up every week, to see her talking more, laughing more, even interacting with the other kids more.
It makes me feel good to know that I had an impact on this person's life, who came in, being reserved, and now she's so confident, she's so bold.
It feels great that I could pass both the educational importance knowledge as well as student life lessons that I have learned the hard way onto this young man, so that he knows that he's not the only person in the world who's going through this. There are actually people who are worse off than we currently are.
It has really made me proud to think that perhaps I would have had some level of impact on him, growing, developing, going from that adolescence into that young adult stage, that place now where they begin to make their decisions about who they are going to be, and thinking that we have an impact on that man, that really makes me feel happy and proud.
This Big Brother, Big Sister program, made me realize that one, our staff are committed to a lot of social issues that plague our nation. Two, they're willing to commit their time and effort. to make a difference. What we are beginning to see is better managers because they look at things holistically and back to that holistic view of life that a decision is not always about a business decision. There's a wider context. And in dealing with their own staff members, they recognize that there are nuances that they have to discuss and talk through to help staff members come through. So they became better mentors by general within their profession.
So I think there's a lot of feel-good stuff about the program, but if we can get just 5 companies to roll out the program with 10 matches in the next year and a half to 2 years, that's 50 children whose lives we've impacted.
Everyone needs a mentor. And if corporate Trinidad and Tobago understands that fact, they understand they have a big role to play in transforming a nation. And if as leaders in these corporate entities, they recognize that, if they really want to make a difference to Trinidad and Tobago, let us get out there and let us mentor the youth.
We really want to offer programs that meet a need, a real need, in a real way, but also that can stand the test of time, that are sustainable, and that have sustainable effects.
It fits perfectly in line with what we want to create and change the behaviors of a country, starting with one small individual at a time. Let us ensure that the next generation have the right behavior. Whatever they do it rigorously and they have a sense of purpose, because we have the capacity, we have the ability, and I think with the right value structure, we could really, make a massive difference to Trinidad and Tobago.
If they ask me to come and do this program again, I'll say yes 1,000,000 times in a heartbeat. And I think it's a wonderful program for other children, especially children with issues, or they need help in life, or just feel lonely sometimes. You can bring them to this program, and you'll have a positive major impact on their lives.
When I think about who are the real heroes in this program, I think it's the little. But let's not underestimate the fact that the bigs are heroes as well. They stepped up to the plate and they have made a big difference also to the little lives.
As the old adage goes, it takes a community to raise a child. And we might not be part of their physical community, but we have become part of the community of their sphere of influence and their place in this world. And once we continue to show that commitment, I think it will go a long way in the future.
What we were able to do is really have a strong impact, a direct impact, and teach the littles what we really believe. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you.